Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Paradigm Shift Tarot. This is Devrupa. I'm an astrologer, also a tarot reader. I discuss astrology, tarot readings, and other things in this channel. And today we will talk about astrology, Gemini astrology. So according to Gemini astrology, you do have a thing called Dharkarka that actually signifies your spouse. So you have Atma Karka that signifies your life path, and then there is that Karka that signifies your spouse. So depending on the planet, which is your Dark Karka, it will say a lot about your spouse and its characters. Okay, and it could be like you have Sun as your Dark Karka, Venus as your Dark Karka, and one more thing. If you don't know what your Dark Karka is, no issues. You just type it on Google Dharkarka calculator. They will show you your Dharkarka. Dharkarka is your spouse. So without any delay, we are starting it right now. Let's say your sun is your Dharkarka. So your husband or your wife will have some sun-like qualities. So they could be a person who is an authority in government. They could also be a person who is a little bit egoistic, a dominating person, or who wants things to be in their way. Also, they could very much be a Leo. They also, it's not always that they're egoistic, but they will have some sort of authoritative hold on people. They're very happy people. They likes happiness and they likes to make you happy. Also, they do have a keen eyes for expensive things, so they might just buy you the most expensive things or expect you to give the most expensive things that you can ever give. So they're very people who are like, oh no, I can't wear this brand, I need something more costly. Okay, someone who is very cosmopolitan, or like things that are branded, that are higher in price, because as you know, sun is richness. So they would definitely have some sort of authority to them. They could also have very light brownish eyes or a light brownish hair. So they will always have this tendency to not exactly dominate, but people will be a little bit scared to look into their eyes and talk, because they will have that personality that automatically radiates some sort of authority to them. They might be in an authoritative position. It is very possible that your spouse will have good finances, a CEO of a company, someone who is the head of the department. Anything of that sort is very much possible. Also, they could just have a very, even if they are not a CEO, they will have a personality that a CEO needs to have. So they will have an instant command like personality. So even if they want to request you, they might just say it in a very commanding way, or they have a very heavy voice and a very commanding voice, could be the case. And also they are very supportive people. They would definitely support you through your hardship times. They would support you financially, but sometimes with the sun and this placement, if you have Mercury conjuncted, so they are very clever people. So they could be very intelligent, and they could be very good in mathematics or something like that stuff. Yeah. Also, if Rahu is there, then they could be someone who works in an MNC, or someone who works abroad, or like in a very unusual place, or they have a very unusual way of dressing. Also, with their dressing style, they would spend a lot on them and on you, because they like spending, because it's sun, right? Sun radiates things, illuminates things, and one of the things that you will see, they like to keep the lights on. So they might like a lot of light around their house, or they might like to put the light on while doing anything serious. So let's say Mercury is your Dharkarka, so it is very possible that you will marry a person who is your friend or has been your friend for a long time, because Mercury is more like a friendship kind of an energy. This could be a Virgo or a Gemini. They could be into communication, media, journalism, or they could just be into finances, financing, banking, any department of that sort. So the main basis or foundation of your relationship will be communication. So they would require you to communicate a lot. They will require you to have the childlike innocence in your relationship. You guys will talk like best friends, and then it will grow into some love relationship. And even after your marriage, you guys will have a very friendly bond to each other. So it's like very funny and giggly type of vibe that Mercury does give. Also, they will be very analytical people. You guys could plan trips together, go out together. It's a very fun relationship. And communication is a pretty important factor. So if you are someone who is little introverted, so you will see your husband or your wife complaining a lot about your introvert nature, because they are extroverted people. They would require to talk most of the time. So if you are having, say, any sort of problem, they would come to you, communicate with you. Even in past, if you had partners who were not much communicative, I assure you, with this dark arca, you will get a spouse who will communicate a lot to you. And by the end of it, your relationship will grow into a very nice and peaceful friendship. You guys won't have that ego or like a tug of war. But sometimes with Mercury, there could be some problems in your conjugal life. So just keep that in mind. Except from that, that too with malefic effects. Otherwise, it should not create any problem, because generally, if Mercury is conjuncted with Sun, then they will have more such qualities in them, analytical, communicative. So yeah. So let's say if your moon is a dark arca, so one of the things that you will see in your spouse, that they will be very caring. They could cook good things for you. They will like sweets. They could have a very round shaped face, and they will be very motherly. Like they could be a Cancer or someone with strong Cancer in their chart. So like if you are looking for a spouse and a father or a motherly like figure, then this is very much could be the one, because they are very caring. They do tend to sometimes overthink a lot, very emotional. So let's say in the slightest of arguments, they will just start crying, because they're very sensitive people and they are very sensible. They will take care of you, they will nurture you, care you. They will be a very good mother or father to your children. And sometimes they could be a little too manipulative, emotionally manipulative, if it has Rahu Ketu effect on it. Okay. Also, another thing is that with this moon as your dark arca, they could have some problems related to depression, or you could have some problems related to your depression. Otherwise, they will be very good looking and very, someone you see and you're like, yeah, they are kind. So they will have a very kind look to them. But yes, with this placement, you could very much have some sort of depression in your relationship at some point of time, if it has any malefic effects. I am repeating again. And if you're hearing some background noises, first of all, I don't have my mic right now, and second of all, it's raining outside, so you should consider me. Also with this rain, I guess it's just giving us the hint of it, like moon, emotional, and the crying stuff, and then it's raining outside. So they are very water like. They're very also adjustable people. They like to adjust with you. They will do sacrifices and they will compromise. These are kind of people, because again it's raining very heavily, so they could cry much often, a little bit of crybaby. But everyone has their flaws and strengths, right? So yeah, so this is your spouse's flaw. It's not even a flaw. Being emotional is never a flaw. It's just that they are sweet people. Yeah, they could have good cooking skills. They could be into professions related to medical or social work. Someone who takes care of people, helps people with their emergencies. Yeah, these are some of the stuffs you can see. So let's take Venus now. If your Venus is your dark arca, your wife or your husband will be very artistic, creative, all the Venusian qualities they will have. So they could be people who buys expensive clothes, could be some social media personality, could be into fashion, designing, or anything of that sort. They could also be very much of people who likes to decorate their home with nice Venusian things, like something which is very of high price, high quality, something that actually catches eyes. They could also very much be very beautiful. You guys could have a lot of passion, intimacy in your relationship, because it's Venus, right? Venus is the karaka for your marriage. So yes, you will have a very romantic partner, very creative partner, someone who dresses well, cleans themselves, maintains themselves, goes to parlor or goes to salon, and very much could be a person who will encourage you to do so. They will like spending on expensive clothes, expensive things, because Venus is again the planet of luxury. Also, after your marriage, you will see some sort of glow up in your spouse. They will have maybe they are not much of a luxurious person, but they will have some sort of artistic or luxurious touch to everything they do. They might not be the richest people, but they will definitely live a life of artistry and like luxuries. someone who buys the finest clothes, someone who puts a lot of effort on the decoration of the food, on the serving of the food. They will have good plates, good utensils. You will just go and walk into their home and you will see your spouse has made it like a brilliant, some sort of a house, like maybe not a big house but a very decorated and organized house. Things are at place, things are nice, good looking. So yeah, these are some of the things with Venus. They will also be very pretty. So yeah, they are very pretty, they have a very nice body. These are some of the things you can expect with Venus. Yes, you do have some sort of good love story and chemistry going on all the time, so you might be the couple who just sneaks out of the conversation and just goes into the other room, have some romantic time. So with Venus this is very possible, because your spouse will have a lot of romance inside of them, because it's Venus again. Yes, what can you expect from your spouse? It's Venus. Also they will have a very prominent Venus in the chart, or Libra, or like Taurus. Any of these signs will have some sort of dominance of these signs in the chart. So very much possible. So let's say now your Darkarka is Jupiter. So if your Darkarka is Jupiter, if Jupiter is the lowest degree holding planet in your chart, then your spouse could be into some educational field, or they will have some sort of traditional background, or they will love traditions, cultures, anthropology, history. And also they will be very person who will give you advices on the times of need. So if you are a person who has some issues with decision making, your spouse will help you out with that. And also you guys could marry a teacher, because Jupiter is the guru or teacher, or someone who is little knowledgeable to you or elder to you. It could be qualification wise, age wise, someone who is in some upper hand in the sets of knowledge or the experiences that you guys have gathered in your lifetime. Also they will give you pretty good advices. Also because Jupiter is your Darkarka, there will be some sort of luck factor in your life after your marriage, or you could feel very lucky after getting your spouse. Yeah. With Jupiter in this sign, they could like traveling, they could like long journeys, or you guys could take pilgrimage journeys, or they could have a very large family or a joint family, or they would just be very fascinated with the fact that joint families are pretty good, or like they will be fascinated with joint families in general. They will also be very respectful in a way, because Jupiter is again the guru and it serves respect. So one of the key motive of your relationship will be to gain knowledge, to gain wisdom, take tools, or like to educate each other in some sort of spiritual journey. They will be also very spiritual, because yes, it is the 9th house ruler. So Jupiter is the 9th house ruler in the Kalpurusha Kundali. So yeah, they will have a spirituality or sense of spirituality to them. They could be very religious, or maybe spiritual, not just religious. So they could do some sort of ancient ways of maintaining body, like yoga, tantra, or something like that. They could be into mantras. They could be a Brahmin, or someone who has a very strong sense of culture and etc. within them. They could be history students, teachers. Yeah, so these are some of the things. Am I missing out on something? No, I guess yeah, this is the only thing that I could say. But you will always feel lucky to have them in your life, because a lot of things in your life will be sorted, because Jupiter is the Karaka for your fortune. But yes, individual horoscopes does matter. If it is conjuncted with Rahu, then they will be super like they could be super unusual, or could be from a very foreign background, or someone who is of your culture but lives in foreign for work. Or if it is conjuncted with Ketu, this gives a very sacrificing nature. They could be a little bit whimsical and very very spiritual. So yeah, this is some of the things. Now let's say Saturn is your Darkarka, then one thing is for sure, your husband or your wife could have some eye issues, or could wear specs, or could just be fascinated with sunglasses. Yeah, or they could be older to you. And one of the key things of your relationship will be commitment. Yes, they will be very very committed to you. They might not be very romantic, because you know how Saturn is. They are very practical, they are very grounded, they are more into finances, gathering finances, they are hardworking, they work. They are very action oriented people, but they are little slow at times, or they could be very calm people. So let's say if you are a person who just plans trips, let's go there, let's go here, and they will always try to make you understand about the practicality of life, which could be a little bit boring at times because they will be very 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 practical. But on the other hand, they will be very committed, they won't cheat on you, and the relationship will have a very good sustainability, because Saturn is the karaka for your sustainability and longevity. So in terms of your longevity, the relationship is pretty nice because it has a long future. And they will also be people who will have a lot of sense of responsibility. So they will be very responsible people, they will take care of you, they will actually meet all your needs, or at least will try to. They could be little too practical to spend a lot of money on something of art or like that. They do appreciate art, but they will be very, people who are much like field related, like they like field related work, practical work, something that you have to, it's not about theory, it's about practical. They could be into engineering or professions where you need practical knowledge. Okay, yeah, this is very much possible with Saturn as your Dharkarka. Overall, it's a good placement for the longevity of the marriage. There is very less chances of divorce because as Saturn is there, but you have to see other placements. But sometimes it does signify that there will not be any divorce. And yeah, that's it. I hope. Now let's say if your Dharkarka placement is if your Dharkarka is Mars, so yeah, your main theme of the relationship will be dominance. Your partner, you could be attracted to people who are little dominating, or your partner could be little dominating. They could have a very Mars like body, someone who likes maintaining their body. They could be into army or things like that, a soldier, or like someone or a sports person. They could be into some sort of sports that they like, and they will have some sort of very dominating thing to them, in a sense, a little aggressive at times, impulsive, passive aggressive. But this is not always bad, because with Mars they will fight for you, they will fight for the relationship, or they could just be into boxing or some sort of sports to means like in generally they might not show aggression to you, but they have a very aggressive nature, so they can find some outlet to put their aggression to, like a sports or a gym or like that. They will exercising and they will like maintaining their body. As I said, the professions that they could be in, they could also very much be in some sort of profession like engineering, mining, or like architecture or something on that line. And with Mars in here, if Mars has no malefic effect, one of the things that you will see in your spouse, that they will have a lot of passion. They will deal things very impulsively, but from a passion point of view, then emotional, and then being practical. So they could just take sometimes impulsive decisions in your relationship that you have to take care of. Otherwise, it's good. It's a good placement because your spouse will have a very nice body, because they will have a very maintained, well proportionate body. Also in the chart, Scorpio Aries could be very prominent. Also there will be something significant to their head, or maybe to their personal parts. So yeah, these are some of the things that you will see. Also there could be people who does have some sort of Bharani Nakshatra element to them, or strong Aries, because Mars rules Aries. So I just wanted to say that and point it out. Also you could meet them in a gym, or like a place where you exercise, or someone you might know from your childhood, or someone you meet at a very unusual place, maybe a subway, or something that is under the ground, or maybe a metro railway station, something that is under the ground, or like hidden, or like you could meet them secretively. Also they could be little secretive at times, or into professions that requires them to keep some secret. That's it for today, and I'll see you on my next video. And till then, take care. Bye. If you have liked it, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to book some personal reading, or want to know about your horoscope more, or you have some questions, please let me know, or you can email me up in my email ID given in the description box. Also the timestamps will be given. I should have said it before, but now I'm saying it. The timestamps are all given in the section below, so you just have to go through the timestamps and you will see each of the signs again and again. So that's it, and bye.